So my dear friend, you have seen this the typical heat balance sheet problem when the amount of hydrogen present in a fuel, if it is given amount of the hydrogen present in a fuel, if it is given, then we have to draw the heat balance sheet considering the heat taken away by the dry exhaust gas and the remaining heat which is taken away by the superheated steam. So we have to add one more column in our heat balance sheet in a heat outlet column. It is not only the heat exhausted by the total weight exhausted gas, weight exhaust gas, but also we have to consider this bifurcation also. So numerical based on this theoretical concept, it is asked in a examination summer 2018. I am reading the question. A full load test was conducted on a 2-stroke engine and following results were obtained. The question, it is asked for the 13 mark. The speed was speed was 500 rpm, braking load was 500 newton, mean effective pressure, indicated mean effective pressure, it was 3 bar, oil consumption 5 kg per hour, then jacket water temperature rise, it is delta T 35 degrees Celsius, jacket water flow rate 7 kg per minute, air fuel ratio by mass 30:1, air fuel ratio by mass, it is 30:1. Then exhaust gas temperature 350 degrees Celsius. Then cylinder diameter 22 centimeter stroke 28 centimeter, brake dynamometer diameter it was 1.6 meter, CV value of the fuel it was 42,000 kilojoule per kg. Then proportion of the hydrogen by mass in the fuel, it is given as 15%, and the room temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Specific heat of the dry steam, it is given as 2 kg per kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Atmospheric pressure 1 bar, and specific heat of the exhaust gas is 1 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So we have to find out the indicated thermal efficiency, BSFC, brake specific fuel consumption, volumetric efficiency, and then heat balance sheet. So additional data as compared to previous problem, it is given the proportion of the hydrogen by mass in a fuel, it is given as 15%, and specific heat of the dry steam, it is given as 2 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. So these two additional data it is given, so meaning thereby we have to draw up the heat balance sheet, of course on the basis, on any kind of basis, kilojoule per minute or kilojoule per hour, no issue, but we have to draw the, we have to consider the heat taken away by the superheated steam and heat taken away by the dry exhaust gas separately while drawing the heat balance sheet. So that is the additional data, it is given an additional things we have to find out in a heat balance sheet also. So if you analyze this given data, the braking load and this brake dynamometer will give you the brake power, of course brake power, then air fuel ratio is given. We can find out the amount of hydrogen present in a 5 kg per hour fuel which is consumed. Yes, we can find out the amount of hydrogen present because it is given that 15% of hydrogen by mass is present in a fuel, meaning thereby if 1 kg for 1 kg of fuel, we can say it is 1.5, means 1 kg consists of 0.5 kg of H2. Yes, so therefore the 5 kg of fuel will consist of this 1.5 into this 5 kg, which is per hour. Yes, so we are sending 0.75 kg per hour of hydrogen we are sending into the combustion chamber. Yes, 1 kg consists of 0.15 kg of H2, so therefore 5 kg will consist of 0.75 kg per hour we are sending the hydrogen, means 0.5 kg will consist of 0.75 kg of hydrogen, and per hour we are sending that much amount of hydrogen into the combustion chamber. Yes, then the stroke length, I mean physical dimensions, stroke length, cylinder diameter, it is mean for the finding out the swept volume. Yes, then CV value it is given to find out the amount of heat given or the gross heat given into the combustion chamber, means 42,000 into 5 kg per hour, that much amount of heat we are sending into the combustion chamber. Then this mean effective pressure it is given to find out the indicated power. So that is the analysis of the given data. We will discuss the solution now.